This is my favourite bit. This is what the base will look like, and this must have took some work to build that out under the floor. So you've got main building, which looks like it's going to come off into another building. The hangar.
Relog. Or you need to relog one. Yeah, I don't know.
I've just relogged.
Yeah.
I can see you. You're behind me.
Yeah, it's me then.
Yeah, it's all you.
Yeah, it's all me. Poof, I'm gone.
And then I'm assuming this is going to be for a large ship.
Yeah, that's going to be the ship I'm going to spend a year building. Will sit right there.
Yep. And then front of the main building, we've got the small ship parking spots. These are all for medium. And we've got 2 more hangars over this side, another runway, some more landing spots, and then I'm going to assume these are also for large.
Those are for mediums, and the ones in the back are for the large. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear my kids? Do I need to?
And then those 2 square boxes that you just went over, those are going to be other offices for other.
Yeah.
Later on.
So you plan on building something that attaches to this?
Yeah, that's just the future layout.
And then, even though you can't see it on here, over this way, will be somewhere over here, there's going to be a big industrial factory at some point. But that might take a while. But that's what I'm working on.
I got a big thing for an expo hall to do. I got kinds of stuff I got planned.
Unless I decide to go with something different. And then we even have bathrooms. Which I think is an absolutely brilliant touch.
I even put the handicap stall in there.
Oh.
For black.
There you go, Ace. He's even thinking of you. Hang on, the men's room didn't have sinks.
Yeah, it did.
Don't need them. Men don't wash their hands.
Oh, it did. And then this is all the welcome board and the rules.
Video that we're experimenting with still. It's not quite there yet, but we're still working on it.
Ah. Then I'm not sure.
You can kind of make it out. You can kind of make it out a little bit, but yeah, it's because you have to cram so little and so much.
Yeah.
When you copy the file down to such a small size, it really bugged out the resolution. So we're trying to work on trying to find a solution for that.
We've got fish tank with a little bit of artwork above it. I tell you what, you must have put some thought into building this up.
I made this shit up as I went.
And then we've got the shops at the top.
I took, because they already, Icky or somebody had already had some kind of structure here built, and I just kind of just went over it and turned it into a whole new.
It was icky.
Yeah. I mean, I completely renovated everything.
So we've got some VR pods.
So what you're saying is icky sucks.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just
Little
my vision and his vision are 2 different things.
But you don't actually sit on the chairs. Hopefully they'll fix it. You lie down.
You lay down and play with your wrist thing. That's all you do.
And then this is the small item shop?
Yeah. This is where you buy the smaller items, and then each floor will be like medium, then large, and then at the top will be blueprints and an arcade.
This is the only one that's finished at the minute. Oh.
Yeah, this one's finished. Yeah, this floor's done.
So
and
we've
it's
got
open, ready for business.
Citizens, which means anybody can be a citizen. Once they've joined, you can be a citizen. And members, obviously, to be a member, you've obviously got to give something back, which is what the ore board downstairs was for.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when they deposit ores, then, the more ores, They become depicts whether they're a citizen or a member, so kind of sort of. I mean, citizens usually don't have to make the deposits, but members we ask to make deposits, and I keep track of that all on a spreadsheet and everything. And
Yeah. So it's all tracked. It's not crazy amounts. It's like
yeah, as long as they claim the ore when they deposit it, and that way I know who did
Yeah.
it, and then
it's
I keep a whole tab on it.
50 kiloliters, I believe, and
A week, yeah.
a week, which isn't a lot. I mean,
I think it was a week anyway. I'm pretty sure it was a week.
I've just mined that in less than
yeah,
an
but
hour.
it takes a person like 30 minutes to an hour if they're new.
Oh, I guess I'm good for like a year because I just dropped off.
Oh yeah, no, you're golden, bro.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it's all the different items. So I'm probably gonna come up here and buy some of these landing gears because I can't be bothered to make them.
And then I got like military space engines as well too, and all the seats and stuff. And the citizens get
difference
like a
between a
25%.
Hovercraft
the
seat,
citizen-
and a command seat.
Radars.
Fair enough. Sorry, you were saying cyanide.
Citizens get like a 25% discount, 20 to 25, and then members get like a 50 to 40% discount. So I rounded off the math a little bit, but
I like this picture.
yeah, I did too. I like that one too.
That is cool. And then obviously where you buy your cars.
Yep.
Are you gonna
So,
show them
I believe everything you could buy what you need to build a ship, a small starting
Yeah,
ship,
all but the
from this
honeycomb
room.
materials.
except for the honeycomb material.
That'll be on one of the other floors. Like when I get to mediums and larges, I'll make a couple dispensers for honeycombs, like aluminums and stuff. Simple plastics, nothing crazy. Maybe a little package of different colors too. Maybe like a black, blue, and gray package of our faction colors and stuff or something.
Yeah. So have you gone further up?
Oh yeah. Go up to floor number 4. 2 and 3 are empty. There's nothing on 2 and 3.
Hammer up.
Yeah, and then you'll see the little arcade, a little sneak peek at a little arcade deal
Ooh.
that we're working on. Yeah, just hop over it.
Let's have a look. What is this? Blasteroids. Don't tell me this actually works.
Yes, it works. Play it. Sit down and play it.
I don't think it'll let me at the minute. I've got a red
Oh,
thing on it.
I gotta activate the board.
Oh, this stuff is so light.
Oh, this is cool.
yeah, the bauxite, it is light.
I don't
This
think there's
ship's gonna
anything
handle
you
nice.
can't do.
But yeah, we're 42% full. Goodness, we
Hovercraft
haven't
hurdle.
even gotten half
Yeah,
yet.
there's a couple of games. Oh my god. Yeah, and key rhythm. But he's got them all on one thing right now. I'm gonna try to separate them out, so I got 3 different
Yeah.
machines to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
know
they
what you
all
mean.
work. The hovercraft one's more or less like Flappy Bird,
And we've got the arcade
and then this is
sign.
and then
It's hard.
this was his little test mock-up, and then I actually built like a legit chair right here.
Oh, so this was the original, and then this is like that was the test one. This is what
Yeah,
you've.
yep. That
I
was
like
just a
how you've
little
angled
mock-up,
the
yeah.
chair so that you get a good view of the screen.
Yeah,
This is
and then this
cool.
one here we're still tinkering with. The code's still kind of funky, so sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So we're still trying to dig into it.
It's the same with
The guy that
everything in
originally,
the game,
the guy that originally wrote the code had a hard time with it, and then once Bayou got a hold of it, he actually got it working on that one over there. Now he's just trying to figure out what he did to make it work. So once he does that, then
Oh, so he fixed it by accident.
yeah, basically, I think he did. So and then we're gonna figure out what he did, and then get him running. I've
Right.
seen other orgs have them in their deals too, so we might reach out to them if we have too much trouble.
I've
This
not-
little white drone here,
Oh.
I don't know where it came from, but this little white
That's-
drone's supposed to follow you around.
That's what Icky was dropping off to you, sign.
Oh, did he get? Yeah. Oh no, I still don't have access to it yet.
The drone.
But yeah, it's supposed to follow you around, and I think it still needs some messing with. Something about the
Oh, that's
adjusters
cool.
still make it a little funky, but
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to play with it yet.
Head
But
up.
then, yep.
I do have one slight grievance, and we're coming up to it.
So,
Where's my Enterprise gone?
oh, well, I'm trying to work on it cycling pictures, and I had it where it cycled 3 pictures, but then it would just the code would just go, and then I don't know, it just stopped cycling pictures, and then it would cycle the pictures at different resolutions, and so it's still something we're trying to tinker with. But I'll have to get some and like get some Star Trek pictures of my own, and then get
In
them,
all
make sure they're all
fairness,
the same resolution when I get them approved. You know what I mean?
I do like that picture.
Yeah, that's one of the DU
Yeah,
pictures
it's
I downloaded from their artwork that they have on a website.
See, the only thing I'd like them to do with putting pictures in the screens is if they could keep the resolution.
Yeah. And this is a big ass screen too. I mean, this thing
Yeah.
is huge.
This one's fine over here. I like this one, indubitably. But yeah, this is the
bar.
The bar. I'm sure he'll figure out a way to make a disco ball or something at some point. When they had moving parts. If they had moving parts.
All right. Oh man, that'd be so awesome. I'd build
Oh,
stuff.
could you not do it similar to that drone? Just have it hovering in the air and spinning round.
Ooh, you might be onto something, buddy.
I think it would have to be something you'd activate or you walked in the room. Or maybe you could activate it via detection zone or something.
Yeah. And then it just lifts off the floor and does a little dance and then sits on the ground.
Yep.
These are the member officers, new member officers.
Yeah, the other 2 are still being worked on, so. But yeah, every new member right now, I put a little cubicle spot, and then I got a little hub I give them with a large container space or 2, and then
landing
place
pad
to store their
assignments, which is the landing pads out front, and as you can tell, I just ignore them and land in where everyone's free.
You didn't get a copy of this? Where's your desk at?
It's the first time I've seen it. I don't have a desk. He offered me one and I said no. I said I wanted an office instead.
They're coming.
Oh, where have you gone?
We're in the corner by the window. We got a couple of people here that got tagged in. I changed their screens and put a name tag on it and give them a hub where their materials are.
Cyanide.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna show them the offices?
Yeah, I can take them up there.
So they've all got different screens on, but the default, you'll love this, Windows. Yes, this far in the future, and we're still using Windows. For some reason, that's Windows 7. Or Vista. Sure, was it 7 or Vista that had the hill?
Both, maybe. I honestly don't remember.
Possibly.
And then, yeah, this is the part of the elevators that I changed. So everybody had their own pad, but the distance on the elevators only reached so far. So to get to these upper offices, I had to make it like a
halfway point.
Little separate too. Yeah. So go to Bearded's office first.
So these are the offices for the Legates.
Yeah.
So that's the
we'll just
people
start
in
at the
charge.
top.
So up we go.
Bearded office. One I'm pretty
Now,
proud of.
I've only ever seen Bayou's office, and that was by accident. I was exploring and I fell through the floor. He had to come and take a window out to get me out.
I like the screens up there, Bearded. That's pretty nice.
Thank you, sir.
Looks good. I like it. I didn't do that.
I like the ceiling.
Yeah. Look above the fireplace.
It's the fireplace.
Oh, is it not working on my screen? No, it's not working on my screen. It's probably not working on his either. You have to relog to get the fireplace. The code for the fireplace is just there's supposed to be a flame in this fireplace, and it's not working right now.
Oh, is that a solar system? Hologram.
Yeah, and it spins. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. conference
asked for this.
table.
He asked for a really nice ceiling, so I hooked him up and gave him a
Yeah,
little
that is a
twin tilt
very,
ceiling.
very nice ceiling. I like that.
Activate the strobe lights.
Oh yeah, the strobe lights. I forgot.
Oh yeah, and there's a real time clock on the wall in there too.
Oh yeah, I have to. Not working.
I don't know.
There it
Sometimes
goes. Look,
Oh, there we
look
go.
up at the ceiling. Yeah, look up at the
Yes.
ceiling.
I see it.
Little disco effect.
That's where the ladies come in.
This is the clock over here. I haven't put these in everybody's office yet, but everybody will get one eventually.
Yeah, the clock you talking
Look at-
about.
Yeah. Does he have to hit it? Look above the
No.
picture. Yeah,
You
because
might
it's
have
not
to hit
showing
the
on his
switch.
screen.
Yeah, it's not
You
Yeah,
might
showing.
hit
you
the
you
switch.
flip the switch.
It's
Oh,
forbidden.
he can't. Oh. Well,
Well,
there's supposed
crap.
to be a hologram clock on the wall.
Use animated SGC for solar system. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even looking at chat. Do you use an animated SGC for solar system pick? SVG? Someone's asking.
We bought it from somebody. I believe it is an SVG, but we bought it from somebody off in game that had it. You paid quite a bit of money, and he actually had to go to a space station in orbit to get it with his surrogate, and then he jumped off the space station with the blueprint and then just fell to the planet to bring it to us. I had to go
Is
pick
that
him
where
up.
the jumping from space came from?
Well, he had already made one attempt after that. That's why he had the idea to do it again.
What's
And
really
then-
funny is where he landed. He two members.
He what? Sorry.
Where he landed planet. He recruited two members. Like he just
Yeah,
fell
from it
space.
where he landed. Yeah,
Recruited
he just,
two
he
Just
people.
fell
he just
from the
landed
sky
at
and
some rando
recruited
spot
someone.
and recruited two people. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, you want to join our org? I just came from space. No spaceship.
Like freaking Starman and shit.
Just fell
And
from
then
the
this
sky.
big black panel on the wall will eventually be a big map.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I'm gonna make a little a voxel that he can copy and paste and make like little pin marks on the map with it.
Ooh. That'd be handy.
I made him a big old 3D
Oh yeah.
pickaxe thing.
Then did I ever mention the scan library? We did talk about that, didn't we?
Somewhat, I believe. Yeah.
Somewhat. I need to figure out how we could go about that per planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so
And I
these
see
are
Bayou
blocked off
Kill.
unless you give access to them, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a warp core go missing the other day, and we're still trying to find it. So
Doesn't tell you who took it.
I had to lock everything down. So, but yeah, this is Bayou King's office.
The
He requested a
3D
few little
printer in the
perks.
background.
Yeah, he's our super legate, and he requested a few little perks with his office. So I hooked him up, gave him a little R&D room underneath the floor there, and gave him his own. You know, I tried to do all the
That's his-
desk in a different style. So
Yeah, Bayou's
They're not-
our shipbuilder, so he has his R&D proved out that's
he's
top secret.
he's also our IT guy too. So he likes to
Yes,
tinker with
yes.
stuff. So
Yeah, he's our main scripter.
yeah.
Yes, I still need to get the ship script off him. He said just ask him
Yeah,
when he's on.
we got it now where we got ships to do autopilot, and you just go to the screen, click a location, and the ship will take you there.
Yeah.
Sat nav.
Yeah,
Also, is it the Nautilus, the drop pod ship?
yeah.
Yeah, that's not here. I'd love to show that off. I
It's in
think
the
it's
ha-
amazing.
it's in the hangar.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in the
well-
hangar. We can go visit it here in a minute.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll,
go check
we'll
out
have a
his
look
R&D
after we've
real
checked
quick.
these out.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about the Nautilus or the Nihilus?
Which one's the drop ship? Drop
The
pod
black
one?
one, the black and silver one I just finished.
Okay, that's the Nihilus.
The Nihilus.
Yeah. And then this is his R&D shop that I did for him.
You remember the big blue frame?
Yeah,
That's the Nautilus.
that's
Yeah.
the Nautilus.
Uh-huh.
Can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Wise words.
He uploaded that. He wanted that on there.
That's him in the picture, underneath the palm tree.
Oh, it is. I didn't even notice that there was people in there.
Yeah, it's him.
I'll be damned. Right in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Huh, neato.
And then the lights. Like, for anyone that's not familiar with the game, like getting a circle like that isn't easy.
No. I spent an hour or
And
two on
like
these lights, designing
on
them.
the
Yeah.
floor and in the ceiling, like it's just
Hell.
That wrench too. I probably
Yeah.
spent 30 minutes making this wrench on the wall.
Oh, I remember you mentioning the wrench when I first joined. Because it was a little bit of backstory. Rec Dad said really nice base. When I first
Thanks.
joined, I came in and did a little bit of exploring, and there was no glass in that window, and in that ceiling bit there, and I fell in here with no way to get out, so I had to log out until somebody came on, and Bayou came up, took out a window, and saw this before he was meant to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't had it totally
So
done
yeah.
for him yet.
So yeah, that was my first day ruining the surprise.
It's all right. I bet he's probably already snuck in here anyway.
And then you've got the monitors.
Yeah. Test all his little programs and stuff and
Yeah,
messes with some of the scripts and
he's got an OR one on here. I don't know
yeah.
if that's accurate, but if that's
It's not an ore
what,
monitor yet.
if that's what he's working on, that looks cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
He found that on I found it and gave it to him, and I think he's trying to do something with it.
And then
Let's see where we go.
down.
Yes, down. See, mine's not done yet. It's just an empty room. Caboose. And Icky's not done yet either, but I just finished Cabooses.
Let's go have a look at cabooses.
It's not finished yet, but he's our ship designer. He's a ship designer as well, so.
Space Research Center. Ah, there she is. Good old Enterprise.
I know he's a Trekkie too, I think. He's a big Star Trek fan too, I think. So
Oh, he's gonna
He
love
really
what
likes
I'm trying to.
green.
He's gonna love what
His
I'm
favorite
trying to build if I pull it off.
his favorite color was green, so I hooked him up with some green floors and stuff. Tried to
Yes,
make it a little homey for him, you know.
I like it.
And of course,
I'll-
Bearded and Bayou's favorite color were blue, so that's why they got the blue floors and stuff. And then you can look down in the R&D section too a little bit and see some of.
Does he have a problem with landing assignments as well? He's got it on his monitor.
No, I gave it to everybody so everybody would know. So it'll be on everybody's desk. We're trying to work out a concept too where we can spam to different screens from one screen, but we don't know how well that might work out yet.
This is really cool.
And then the other ones are just empty rooms. I'm still working on those.
Oh
Taking
yeah,
it
of
one at a
course.
time.
Wouldn't let me out for a second there.
Oh, wrong button. Yeah, and this will be a little bit of a waiting area too. It looks out over the big parking lot and stuff. And
Whoop.
yeah, be
I was,
careful.
I was expecting a window.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why the safety rail's there, bud.
I know, but I'm giving it. I'm getting a
Jumped
view
completely
from
over it.
the outside.
Yeah. You see the path?
All
I
the
just did
different
this
ships.
pathway yesterday
What? Straight along.
to the back.
Yeah.
That pathway with the lights and stuff. I did all that yesterday and built this apartment building yesterday, or
Like
the
I
office
said,
building yesterday.
a week ago. It was a week since I was last here, and it was just the runway and the landing pads and a half-built hangar.
Yeah.
And that was last week, and now there's the whole back end, another building.
That's where this Sunday we're trying to build up some resources for this Sunday and try to get everybody in the org to help out. And like, I need some excavations done, some mowing done. I need some, walls painted and stuff and drywall hung and
I'm sure I can help somewhere.
I'll probably be doing the mowing. Unless you can lay out an outline of in terms of the construction, I can just make sure there's no grass and
Yeah, no, that's a big thing there, and that and digging out all the dirt and underneath that hangar and stuff and
I
whatnot.
can do that.
Let's see, we're gonna just jump off this balcony right here.
Heave ho. What they didn't tell you is X amount you can die.
Hey, if Bayou can jump from space, we can jump from a balcony.
Yeah, right.
The
And-
game automatically sees it as you're trying to kill yourself.
Oh, do you know why? I didn't recognize it. It's a different color. Now, this ship, it was one of the first things they ever showed me, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Because there's
Yeah, it's
no.
finished.
Is it
It's
finished now?
done. Inside and out, it's done.
There's no way to actually properly connect voxels, is there? You can't, like. Have
No,
a block that
these containers are
detaches.
docked to the ship, and then once you go up inside, there's hatches where you hit the emergency
Yeah.
controller or hit a button to activate the emergency controller, and then you basically just hit shift backspace to disconnect from it, and then it just falls and lands on the ground
The
without breaking.
containers have their own hover engines so that they can
With
land.
emergency controllers, yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll land on their own basically.
So the idea of
fun.
it is to fly it somewhere, drop the containers for the people that are mining, and then when they're full, you come back, pick them up, and ferry them back to
Drop
base.
2 more off, and
Yeah.
you can go to the other side of it too. I got the
Go on the other side, yeah.
We need to build like 6 to have.
So I like the design of the engines as well, and how clean it is. Like, even with are these adjusters or thrusters sticking out
what
the
was you
bottom?
saying, Bearded?
What's that?
What'd you say, Bearded? I'm sorry.
I said we need to build about 6 to 10 of those drop containers.
Yeah.
And have them in a parking spot. You know.
Yeah,
the ship
just
can
stack
come
them
back,
up
pick
outside here on the
yeah.
side.
What
Over
does
here
that
next.
say?
Or to-
If you
That's
can...
what I'm gonna do right here on the side of the hangar.
Yep.
I love it. If you can read this, you're too close.
We'll come back quick.
So yeah, we've got the hangar with some little bits of decoration. I'm not sure. Is this finished now, or have you still got?
No. It's almost done. It's not finished yet. See that big mountain of dirt over there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's got to go.
Fair enough.
That's a new cockpit I'm
And
working on.
then that's blinding everybody is a light box because it makes
Yeah,
it easier for
we
them
put
to
them on the
see.
ceiling. Yeah, we put them on a ceiling, and then we just drag them down when we need to
Yeah.
see certain corners and stuff. To
So
try
like,
to
yeah. So
get
there's
better
one
light.
there that's already on the ceiling, and that's one that's down.
Yeah. You just yank them down. And there's just small cores. You just pull them down and maneuver them however you need to get better light.
We'll have a look. Small car dropship haulers grab the BP at NGT Industries. Containers sold separately. And then brought to you by NGT Industries, and that's our location.
Yeah.
Nice little bit of advertising for when people basically have the same reaction I had. Hey, chill. We were just having a mooch around our organisation's base, giving a tour. It helps if I don't press auto run when I'm walking into a ship. End up face planting the wall. I like the little fuel hatch.
Yeah.
It's the tiny little details that make them just stand out a lot more.
This is a docking helper here that puts down these force fields to help dock the containers to the ship because sometimes it can get a little wonky. So a little guided thing to help you.
I think he had them on when I first saw it. Just come down the side, don't they? Ship storage, docking helper. I can actually turn that on.
Yeah, and the
There's
co-pilot's underneath.
So they come down to help guide.
Help line them up so you can get them in there.
that's not the way up. Stop trying to cheat.
The pilot up here.
So we've got the pilot seat.
And this is the navigation system, basically, where you can do the sat nav, and then it's got the damage report program too that tells you all the voxels that get damaged and where. And
Isn't this the one you're testing the autopilot on?
I'm sorry.
Or isn't this the ship you planned on having the autopilot running on? Do you know your autopilot script?
This has got autopilot, yes. So you go through and you click whatever you want to go, and then you just start the autopilot, and it'll just take you. You don't even have to fly the ship.
Well, you can also alter the and just throw in anything you want, label it anything you want, and it shows
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Oh, someone's just said, don't lose that damage report, LUA. The original dev stopped supporting it.
No, we won't. We're building on it,
There we go.
but it's
We
fully interactable.
we actually have someone that's very good with the LUA stuff, so he'll probably customize it. To disconnect, open hatches, push the button, hit control and backspace. Is that so you don't accidentally drop a hatch? Container.
Well, this is opens the hatches to the containers, and then you hit the button and then control backspace, and then they fall.
So have you actually tested dropping
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. There's
Well, we
multiple
can't do it
people
now
that-
because it's parked on the ground, but
multiple people have picked up support of it. Fair enough. I know there's what's it called? Mad Cow or something. I've noticed he has a lot of relays. I like it. And this is just one of many ships.
yeah, this is just the first one that we've really completed. I mean, we've only been here a month and been together a little over a month, I think, when I joined them, and we've just
So
been kind of growing ever since.
I must have joined not long after then.
Yeah, you might have actually been here before I started, or right at the same time I started.
No, I think
No,
you can.
you were already here. Like
Uh,
that was built.
this is another ship we just finished over here with Caboose. He finished this one the other day.
Is that the mom?
The mom, yeah. This will be for some of our new players. It's still being tested. It's still in test phase.
See,
The
I like the
cargo's
way
not
he's-
quite where we want it.
Do the
We're
engine
not sure.
pods and stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Those-
kind of a small little aftertake of the other ship there. So he really liked seeing that on that ship. So he was trying to make his own little version of it.
I
of
like
course.
it as well. I think it looks cool. It gives you a
And he
little
was-
bit of room to put like your adjusters and brakes and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
Try to use the
stabilizers.
elements as part of the design.
Yeah.
But yeah, some new players. The easy ship to fly for new players too. We're gonna get it scripted with the autopilot feature as well eventually. And
Well, just the
Well,
normal
no.
flight script that you've got is really, really useful.
Yeah.
I remember trying it. It was one of the first things that got me to try compared to what I came basically coming in like I was flying a scrap heap, wobbling all over the place, barely managed to land it. And Bayou was like, come here, try this. Give me permission to jump in one of the ships, and I was just flying circles around the base.
Yeah.
And then obviously
Been really
when
good about that.
you just let me borrow the
The Moscow Don,
yeah, that's the one.
Moscow Mule.
The Moscow
Oh
Mule.
God.
And
The
then
Russian donkey, he was calling it.
the Russian what?
I thought you called it
Russian
like the Russian
donkey. Yeah.
So up here will be the future office another office building.
Yeah, so this is going to be member offices, I'm guessing, for
Yeah.
certain
Big
members.
skylight in the ceiling, and
Nice. I like it.
try to put some big decoration or statue in the middle of it or something. And I got to get all this taken care of. All this grass growing through here. This is another thing I
Yeah, I
need
see
done
it.
one day.
We'll have to get a guy to mow it.
It's the only annoying thing with voxel games is when you put something down to the ground, it doesn't. It should like delete a voxel. Like, if
No,
you,
this you have to go through with the flattening tool. You have to remove the floor and go with the
yeah, that's what I
flattening
mean.
tool.
But what I'm saying is, if you built a big area like this and voxels this close to the ground, it should just delete one
Yeah,
layer
you would
of the
think.
ground. It would make it
Be
so
nice.
much easier. We had the same problem in Space Engineers. You put something down and stuff would be sticking
Yeah.
through the floor.
Yeah, and then
And
you get those floating plants. Like if
yeah,
you come over here to the base, they didn't think I could do this. Somebody challenged me. But if you look up here in this, I think it's this plant. Or no, maybe it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one over here. There's floating grass in this plant.
Huh, how did you manage that?
I couldn't get rid of it to save my life, so I had to like hide it somehow. So
Well, it's the best place to stick it, really, isn't it? Stick it in a plant. I
yeah,
mean, unless you point, I'm gonna notice that every time I come back.
yeah. And then there's another yeah, right. And then there's another one hidden in this flower wall I got back here in the back too. There's another floating plant hidden in this wall back there
There it is. I see
that I
it.
had to try to hide.
See if I was right. I was not. Oh, you can't notice it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's well hidden. So are these?
It's,
Do you know the red floor? Is that wood?
yes.
Now, how do you get wood?
You have to make the wood planks and a refiner, and then you use a honeycomb machine to turn those into the different color wood blocks that you need.
So how do you get the wood planks?
You use the refiner. You pull ore. I think it's carbon and
Yeah, it's
silicone,
carbon.
maybe.
Right.
I can't remember. It might just be carbon. I can't. And hydrogen, I think maybe.
No, you can tell my friend Ace isn't about, because if I said how do you get wood and he was there, there'd be puns. Yeah, that is all the rules for NGT. Nothing too over the top.
No, mostly
Basically,
just common sense.
Common sense stuff.
Yeah, just just
Go
be
big
an
or
honest
go
player.
home.
That's all.
If you've ever had a job before, you pretty much know what the rules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that, and that is the Discord link.
Correct. I do believe.
And this, just in case there's anybody new joining, this is one of my favorite things. I can't get enough of this. The base layout under the floor.
I tried to put the blue in the corner to represent the water.
I only noticed that today. I was doing some recording because I'm going to try and do a YouTube Base Tour. And I'd actually mentioned that the blue represented the water. Well, I said I'm guessing the blue represents the water.
You
And then
would be correct.
underneath, I don't know if you can hear the sound when I walk in.
Oh,
There is an absolutely insane factory under here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want to poke your head down there real quick, take a look, see.
We'll have a quick look.
Oh, you didn't see the factory yet?
No.
I've seen it. You know how I have this habit of falling into things?
Yeah.
Well, Bayou had a hatch open on the runway and I fell down the hatch, and turns out if you don't have permission to build, to float out the hatch, you can't jump out the hatch. Oh, there's been
Yeah,
no
this is not
fires in the
finished
last
yet.
52 days.
This ain't finished yet, but we're still working on this, and then
Yes, and then this
this mess.
is the factory. This factory is
Yep.
different compared to the last time I was in. Oh, you've even got spaces
Yeah.
on the floor to put things down.
Yeah. And then I started on some small assemblers down here. Watch this hole in the floor. Don't fall in this hole.
Oh,
Yeah, don't fall down there.
no, that won't.
But if you come to the right, you'll see a little ramp.
Yeah, this is just...
That's where the small assemblers, I've started on those.
Is that more of your voxel libraries?
No, this is just parts. These are just every part in the game eventually will be
No, I
made
meant
here.
at the very end. It's all letters,
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
that's my little doodle pad where I make all my words and stuff. Yeah.
It's a doodle pad.
It's a doodle pad. I like how you've like took the time to just mark out where
Yeah, that'll
everything
fit a
goes as well.
extra small container, and then once I start getting to run out of space, I got the square laid out for the next size,
larger
I
one.
believe the medium. Yeah, the larger medium one.
And then we have a fire.
Yeah. This is gonna be turned into a big lava pit or something where parts are getting burnt or something eventually.
Aha.
Just something agreeable. I'm gonna once I get more of the industry done down here and start getting more of this laid out and start coloring it in and everything, it'll be like a, dingy little place with crates and machines running everywhere. And
See, I just like the fact that you had to like either fly this or drop this from a large height
yeah,
wreck
we had to
it
damage the ship
just
for
to
it.
put
Yeah.
it in, just to get it as a centerpiece.
Yeah. And you come around here, you just see more machines. These machines up here are basically full. The outputs are full.
Yeah.
So I just stash them up here once they're full. Instead of using a bunch of transfer units, I just make more machines.
You've got a bit of dirt coming through the ceiling.
Yeah. It's not finished. Nowhere near finished.
No. It's,
And then if you look down here over the edge, you'll see to your left there behind you.
you're not showing up on any map. Every now and then you seem to disappear. Oh. My God, this this kind of puts me off building my factory because it's like, should I even bother now?
Yeah, no, eventually this will kick out every part in the game. If
I'll
it's
just-
in the game, it'll eventually kick it out.
I'll just drop all my ore off here and give you a list of what I need.
And then and then I'm gonna do a honeycomb one separate from this. And I'll do like a whole honeycomb building where you can buy honeycombs and stuff and all the different honeycombs, a whole library thing too, where
that
each
will
machine will
be-
have a color of it. You know what I mean? You could buy so
That'll
much
be
of it.
an immense build considering how much
Yes.
honeycomb there is.
No, I've got plans for the next 4 or 5 years. Everybody comes along, man. I'll I'll keep you busy.
So did you build the factory as well, or is it?
I laid everything down here. Yes, I laid this all down.
My God.
It's all organized how I want it.
Now-
And I know where everything is. And
I've been building a factory, and this puts most people's factories to shame. To be honest, I've been
Yeah.
building a factory now. My factory only outputs at the minute large engines and large containers. The engines will get switched, but the amount of linking and checking everything and double checking everything just to have that, and then
Yeah.
you've got this.
this is most of this is set up for all the assemblers you see up there. And then I have another little side deal over in the back where it's just an input output to make other stuff, other machines and other containers that I need that I haven't made yet in the
Like this is
standard
just
one.
insane, but this all goes, I believe, into the shops because
Yeah,
I don't
they'll
know if
feed
you were
the
here
shops,
earlier.
they'll
We've
feed our
got
parts. We'll have everything we could possibly ever need in the game.
we
made
have all
down
the shops upstairs.
And then I'll have plans for a big mall too, where people can have a place to set up shop and like a flea market type setup of sorts.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the used parts coming into play and stuff. I mean, maybe you can do some like secondhand type shops where you can sell secondhand containers and whatnot, and
Yeah.
get them on the cheap. And yeah, that map you see on the floor is only about a quarter of what I have in mind.
Are we back up top?
Yeah, I already walked outside. Oh, sorry. I guess you're
Alright.
gonna need to come out of the door.
I will need to. Yeah, this is. I mean, I think I've already tried to share my tile with you just in case I'm not on, because I mean, I'm about 5 tiles over, but it's still,
Yeah,
I've got one
I
so
got
that
plans
it's
for all that over there too.
all connected.
Like this, like I said, this is only a quarter of what I've got in mind. You know what I mean? Like this, we're over here where it says welcome, and over here we got like a whole Central Park thing I'm gonna build around and leave all the trees and stuff, and then I'm gonna essentially build around that entire tile.
There's already a fountain over there.
Yeah,
Oh, do you know what I haven't showed anyone?
I'm gonna put like little walk paths through the woods.
The
You know what I mean?
statue
And little.
in the
Dude, I
window.
cannot wait for the walk paths. Cyanide.
I'm sorry.
I said I cannot wait for the walk paths.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm from the UK, and he's obviously American. And now I will get up on a morning, and Cyanide will be online. I will go to work, come home from work, Cyanide's still online.
Some
No,
days.
I don't think he sleeps.
No, I do. I work 80. I work 40 hours a week too,
Yeah,
but my wife works
there you go.
late, so I'm usually on after work, and then on the weekends, like this
Works
weekend being
works
Black
40
Friday
hours a week
weekend,
and
and
still pulls all this off.
you know my kids are grown, I ain't got nothing else to do. It's neither that or go to the bar and shoot pool.
But he does have some big ideas for all of it.
Big
And
imagination.
it's not just, I mean, it's not just Cyanide, there's the whole group.
Yeah, Bayou too.
There's Bayou, there's
Bearded.
Bearded,
I'm
Icky.
just an RDMS guy who's the mining administrator, so
Oh, that'd be you, sir.
There's me, even though I haven't contributed to actually build anything, but when they need something, if I've got it, it gets sent over. Or like today, we found some mine and stuff, and I went over, straight over, jumped in my ship, flew straight over, helped mine out what was needed.
Come inside here real quick, and you can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to hit. Yeah, you might have to hit the button yourself, but you can hit this button on the right here where it says refresh ore screen.
Yeah.
And then look to your left, and then
Oh, there we
basically
go. So this is obviously the ore supplies and what we have and what we don't have. So obviously we need some chromite, so I might come and drop some chromite off. I've got a little bit, I think.
But everything's
I've got
transparent.
right.
I show everything that goes in and out. Like I'm not trying to hide or hoard anything. You know what I mean? It's all right here.
So obviously, like was already explained, we've got citizens, so anybody can be a citizen, and then members. The one thing that's asked of members is to donate so much per week,
And then
which
they
is 50k. It's not a lot. I mean,
Yep.
I'm fairly new, and you can pick 50k up off the ground in an hour.
Yeah, and it all gets recorded and tracked, and
it goes into
first,
this box.
second, and third place goes up here on the board.
Yep.
And I keep a spreadsheet of everybody's deposit, so long as they claim it when they deposit it, and then we'll do a little surprise for somebody here in a few months when we, as we build our assets up. You know what I mean? The top players, of course, top donators will get first dibs on stuff. And
so how do you do these really thin ones? Is that still voxels on the wall
about?
Where you've got the little hexagons? Up
Yeah,
here?
yeah. I just copied this right here. This is a logo that Bayou built on the wall over here.
Yeah.
And then you copy it, and then you change your honeycomb, and then you embed it in the wall. And then anytime you embed anything in a wall or you're trying to keep a shape, you have to worry about that voxel dominance thing. So instead of the wall attaching to the thing I'm trying to place, I want the thing I'm trying to place attach it to the wall. So you hold shift, and then that changes that, so that way it sticks. Because if you lay it without holding shift, it just turns into a bunch of squares. But if you hold shift, then the item you're trying to place turns into the shape you want. So
that is cool.
Holding shift is key when you're trying to do stuff like that.
Now I don't actually want to go over to my base because it's pathetic.
I can set you up in a cubicle, and you can tear all your stuff down, and we'll get you set up in a cubicle with some space, and then that stuff becomes available. You'll get dibs on an office and an apartment.
I don't think you'd
That way,
manage the
because some
amount of
players don't want to build in the game. Some players just want to, play other things in the game, like play the market or buy
I'm,
stuff and sell stuff and
I'm
do
enjoying
trading
building.
and PvP and
It's just I'm I'm just trying to get a ship built at the minute, to be honest. That's all my base
yeah,
is
that's fair
about.
enough. Yeah, I don't want to deter anybody from doing what they want. I want to
No,
try to,
no.
bring anybody that wants to do something. If they have an idea, I want to hear it, and we'll try to make a spot for it. If we ain't already got it, we'll absorb you in somehow, some way.
I am thinking of